Hey everyone, and welcome to Kurinji FOODSTYLE, the podcast that's all about health-centered living. I'm here to share the latest from Kurinji Virgin Coconut Oil, My Coconutty Wisdom Episode 8, a special initiative from the Kurinji team. In this series, we're diving into the world of coconut-based products, from nostalgic tales to today's experiences. These stories come straight from our beloved friends, family, and customers, promising us a delightful and eye-opening series. Today we have Ms. Prathieebha from Bengaluru to share her coconutty wisdom, and I'm Nishyandal reading it for you. Greetings to the listeners of the Kurinji podcast. I'm Prathieebha. Before me, many have shared their insights on the topic My Coconutty Wisdom. Like a tree in the grove, I am now adding my voice to the chorus. I extend my gratitude to the Kurinji podcast team and Prithvi Mohan for granting me this opportunity. When I first heard the topic, it resonated deeply with me. And do you know why? Coconut trees are found in abundance in South India. Here, it is used a lot for cooking. I was born in a place well known for coconut trees. Yes, my hometown is Coimbatore. Growing up surrounded by these majestic trees has left an indelible mark on me. From Kerala to the southern reaches of Pollachi, coconut trees adorn the landscape, painting it with their virgin beauty. It is in this picturesque setting that I completed my schooling and pursued my studies in psychology and MSW. Similar to how children cry to return to school in June 2013, I embarked on my journey to Bengaluru after getting married. My husband, Shankar, serves as a director in a pharma company. The mention of coconut trees invariably brings to mind the lyrics penned by Kannadasan. பிள்ளையை பெத்தா கண்ணீரு தென்னையை பெத்தா இளநீரு. Cultivating a coconut tree and nurturing it yields sweet, refreshing coconut water. Conversely, raising children can often bring tears and challenges. But in my case, tears were shed only during childbirth. My children are bright and intelligent. Just as skilled sculptors craft beautiful statues, parents mold their children through their upbringing. With a background in child psychology and a passion for academic research, I've served as a counselor at PSG hospitals in Coimbatore and held the position of associate professor at Auxilium College in Vellore. Additionally, I've provided guidance to children with learning disabilities and those who require additional support in their education. For valuable insights on childcare and mental health in Tamil, you can explore my YouTube channel Vallamai Tharayo. நெல்லுக்கு நண்டோட வாழைக்கு வண்டியோட தென்னைக்கு திருவாரூர் தேரோட. You may be curious about the meaning of this proverb. It suggests leaving enough space between paddy fields for a crab to move, between banana plants for a cart to pass, and between coconut trees for a temple cart to traverse. Planting trees with such spacing results in abundant yields. This is the essence of the proverb. Tennampillai translates to child of coconut. Of all trees, only the sapling of coconut trees is referred to as a child. It's also known as Tennankandru. Due to the usefulness of all parts of the coconut trees to us, we affectionately consider them akin to children. When we plant a coconut sapling, within a few years it sprouts numerous roots and large leaves, transforming into a tall and majestic coconut tree. As the majestic coconut trees gracefully sway and dance to the rhythm of the wind, their lush green fronds frame the moon and glisten in the rain. Their beauty is truly mesmerizing. Enhanced even more by the colors of sunrise and sunset, anyone, even the unlearned, would feel compelled to compose a song in awe of such natural splendor. Imagine the poetry a true artist could craft from such magnificence. In his song, Kani Nilam Vendum, the great poet Bharatiyar has written, அங்கு கேணியருகினிலே தென்னை மரம் கீற்றும் இளநீரும் 10-12 தென்னை மரம் பக்கத்திலே வேண்டும். That means I need a land spanning an acre, adorned with a well, scattered coconut fronds, and 10 to 12 coconut trees nearby. In ancient Sangam literature, coconut trees are mentioned in various songs. They are called Tengu in Perumbanaatrupade, Tale in Tirumuragatrupade and Pattinapale, and there are many songs about coconut trees in Sirapuranam from the 18th century. Even today, in Kerala, a particular type of short coconut breed is still referred to as Tale. Since ancient times, coconut trees have been highly valued by people as Karpaga Virutcham trees, indicating that every part of the tree is useful. The coconut tree provides us with a lot of useful products from its various parts, such as tender coconut, coconut oil, coconut sugar, toddy, fiber, leaves, trunk, flower, coconut bud, roots, and shells. This extensive utility underscores its significance in our lives, hence it is known as the Karpaga Virutcham trees. In the coconut tree, both male and female flowers exist on the same tree. Within the coconut flower cluster, the female flowers known as Kurinji are found in the central portion. Surrounding these female flowers are the male flowers known as Taliril. This arrangement facilitates the reproduction process of the coconut tree. Even today, for any flu, doctors recommend drinking tender coconuts. In tender coconut, we have all nutrients like iron, magnesium, zinc, calcium, vitamin C, and fiber. Coconut is the next stage of tender coconut. Coconut is the only nut that has water in the center and surrounded by a fleshy part. In cooking, we use coconut to make many curries. However, it's important not to overcook it. After the curry is prepared, simply set it aside and spread the coconut over it, gently mixing it in. This preserves its texture and flavor without overcooking. Copra is the next stage of the coconut. Coconut oil is extracted from these copra. The waste of the coconut oil extraction process is called oil cake, which is used as food for cattle. I'd like to highlight a significant aspect of coconut milk. It's incredibly nutritious. In ancient times, coconut milk mixed with palm sugar was often served to the elderly or those on their deathbed, particularly in life-threatening situations. Its nourishing properties were so potent that individuals in such dire conditions would often experience a surge of energy, sometimes even being able to rise and walk. Unfortunately, in modern times, there's confusion surrounding the term milk, leading people to serve packaged milk substitutes to their ailing grandparents. This substitution often robs them of their remaining days of life. Therefore, it's crucial to spread awareness about the differences and importance of coconut milk in such situations to prevent any misunderstanding and ensure the well-being of our loved ones. I'd like to share about an important insight about coconut oil. In the book Panbattu Asaivugal by Tamil writer Tho Paramasivan, a list of oils used by the ancient Tamil community is mentioned. This list includes sesame seeds, castor seeds, neem, maura butter, and coconut oil. Surprisingly, groundnut oil, which is commonly used today, was not part of the oils used by the ancient Tamil community. According to the book, groundnut oil started being used for cooking only after the 15th century. In our hometown, we traditionally use coconut oil for specific dishes like green lentil curry, buttermilk curry, and avial. However, when I made these dishes in Bangalore, my neighbors and even some relatives were surprised. They questioned, coconut oil for cooking? Isn't it only for hair? Since ancient times, coconut oil has been a staple for cooking, unlike groundnut oil which is widely used today. The oils I mentioned earlier were commonly used for cooking. Perhaps this is one of the reasons behind the strength of elephants and the longevity of tortoises among ancient Tamils. In Tamil Nadu and Kerala, they have found the life traces of coconut aging 35 million years. Similarly, North Sri Lanka is also known for coconuts. In the Sinhalese tradition, there is an interesting story in the South Sri Lanka. There was a leprosy king. he cured his skin disease by using the oil extracted from the copra. Let's not worry about who that king is. Here, the carry-away is coconut oil is the best medicine for skin diseases. If we start speaking about the benefits of coconut, even that will look like a huge grow. Naturally, a seed goes through different stages enduring various conditions like temperature changes before it eventually grows into a plant or tree. Over time, the coconut sapling transforms into a majestic coconut tree, and each part of it becomes beneficial to us. From essentials like tender coconut, coconut meat, and copra, we can learn valuable life lessons and wisdom. There are countless dishes made from tender coconut, coconut meat, and copra, but it's essential to highlight the nutritional value of tender coconut. When seeking comprehensive nutrition, opting for tender coconut is highly recommended. It's truly impressive how at such a tender age, this nut contains countless flavors and nutrients within itself. Similar to the tender coconut, we must acquire all the necessary education and experiences during our youth and preserve them for a lifetime. As a parent, imparting this valuable lesson to your children is essential. The tender coconut transitions and advances to its next stage as a mature coconut. Extracting the sweet water and fleshy white interior from a coconut demands effort to crack it open. Much like how the coconut safeguards its precious contents in life, you define your happiness and discipline, preserving them amidst challenges. When facing adversity or external pressures, cultivate resilience and readiness to tackle whatever comes your way. Copra represents the subsequent stage in the life cycle of a coconut. Even if we remove the outer husk, copra remains incredibly tough. Having passed through the phases of tender coconut and coconut, it now exhibits remarkable strength. What does this teach us? Copra symbolizes emotional resilience and maturity. At each stage described, any mishap can render it worthless, emphasizing the importance of careful preservation. Nature indeed serves as a profound teacher, offering us invaluable life lessons. Merely observing nature in its entirety can provide us with ample wisdom. For instance, planting a coconut sapling illustrates this beautifully. Initially, for the first 3 years, we diligently water, fertilize, and nurture it. However, as time progresses, the sapling naturally begins to absorb nitrogen from the air, draw water through its roots, and autonomously safeguard itself. This process mirrors the importance of nurturing growth and independence in both nature and life. Here, we must grasp the vital lesson of childcare, offer love, care, basic education, knowledge, and discipline. Provide them with these essentials to live independently. Encourage them to assist with household chores from an early age. When you have tasks outdoors, bring them along so they can observe and learn. Children won't always stay within your grasp. While providing a secure environment, avoid over-pampering them and hindering their ability to learn independently. Just as a child learns to kneel, crawl, and walk by falling and getting back up, they should face similar experiences throughout life's different stages. In today's age, everything is readily accessible. There's no need to venture into the wild to find anything. You can learn anything from your mobile device. Long journeys for items are unnecessary, as everything is available online from food to clothing. Consequently, children in this era are always in a rush, which may contribute to a decline in their patience and observational skills. Exposing children to excessive video content is a significant factor. Cartoon videos often feature numerous and rapid movements within a minute. Unlike cartoon characters, teachers do not make constant movements. This can lead children to become easily bored and struggle to maintain attention, making it difficult for them to listen and follow during classes at school. We set the example ourselves. We become so reliant on saving mobile numbers that we can't even recall our parents' or spouse's numbers. Even for a simple grocery run, we're quick to type and save everything on our phones. We've grown accustomed to this convenience, neglecting the effort it takes to commit things to memory. These habits have eroded our patience and willingness to listen. We question the purpose and value of learning through experience. Sadly, our children mirror these behaviors. They shy away from household chores and outdoor tasks, becoming increasingly lazy. Every observation and interaction, no matter how small, contributes to our experience and wisdom, often proving valuable in unforeseen circumstances. Allow me to share a Zen story illustrating this point. Once, a disciple approached his teacher with a recurring doubt. Despite his best efforts, he struggled to retain the lessons imparted by his mentor. Sensing his disciple's frustration, the teacher calmly instructed him to fetch a pot, fill it with water from the river, and water the flower plants nearby. Initially, puzzled by the seemingly unrelated task, the disciple dutifully carried out his teacher's instructions. Upon completing the task, he returned to his teacher, still seeking clarity on his original question. In response, the teacher queried how many pots of water he had used for the plants. The disciple proudly recounted his efforts, explaining that he had used more than 6 pots. The teacher then redirected his focus to the pot itself, asking how it appeared before and after the task. Reflecting on the question, the disciple realized that the pot had been stained with mud and clay before, but now appeared clean and clear. The teacher affirmed this observation, pointing out that while the disciple had watered the plants, his primary task had inadvertently cleansed the pot. Drawing a parallel, the teacher experienced that every lesson, like watering the plants, serves to cleanse and enrich one's understanding and maturity. Even if the immediate purpose seems unclear, the knowledge gained contributes to personal growth and resilience in life's diverse situations. Similar to the Zen story, it's important to encourage self-reliance and independence in all tasks, creating opportunities for personal growth. However, in many households, married women may still face restrictions on their autonomy and freedom. It's crucial to recognize that interfering with someone's freedom undermines their self-respect and ability to love unconditionally. Genuine love and respect thrive in an environment of freedom and mutual trust. Relationships flourish when both parties embrace each other's autonomy and individuality. Adhering to rigid rules does not necessarily signify goodness or integrity. Truly virtuous individuals prioritize values and principles over trivial matters. Allow me to share another Zen story that further illustrates this concept. Every day, 2 Zen saints would ascend a hill to meditate at its peak before descending. One day, as they made their way down after meditation, they encountered a woman. She explained that her wedding was scheduled at the foothills that day, but she was unable to proceed due to injured legs from the rocky terrain. She implored them to carry her to the foothills. She feared that any disruption to her wedding that day would mean she would miss the opportunity for life. One saint declined, citing the rule against touching women, while the other agreed, carrying her on his shoulder to the foothills. Throughout the day, the other saint questioned his companion's actions, to which he responded at night, "I dropped her off in the morning, but you are still carrying her." He explained that while he had carried her physically, his companion continued to carry the incident mentally. The lesson he emphasized was in letting go. Challenges in life arise from our failure to understand the nature of our minds. Attempts to forcibly discard thoughts only embed them deeper. Therefore, those with elevated thoughts prioritize wisely, avoiding unnecessary distractions. Whether it's your children or spouse, their freedom is sacred. Attempting to control or judge them only strains relationships, devoid of genuine love and respect. You are a unique individual, but how many roles do you fulfill? As a daughter, wife, mother, sister, son, father, husband, brother, and more. When you depart from this world, your absence will be deeply felt in every relationship. However, don't leave them unprepared for life's challenges. While you're alive, empower them to live independently and confidently. We should strive to be beneficial to everyone in every possible manner, much like the coconut tree exemplifies. Every part of the coconut tree serves a purpose, whether as food, fertilizer, or in the production of various useful products. Additionally, it provides shelter to numerous creatures like worms, insects, squirrels, and crows. Indeed, it's akin to the mythical Karpaga Virutcham. As children, the welcoming sight of coconut trees at our grandparents' house left a lasting impression on us. Sadly, those trees have since departed along with our grandparents. These days, people have begun cultivating compact versions of coconut trees or replacing them with areca palms for a similar aesthetic. I urge everyone to start growing coconut trees as much as possible. I trust that this insight into coconut trees drawn from literature, research, and philosophical and psychological perspectives will prove beneficial to you at various junctures in your life. Thank you. With love, Prathieebha from Bengaluru. A huge shout out to Miss Prathieebha for this lovely sharing. If you enjoyed this episode, drop your thoughts in the comments. Give us a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It could be incredibly helpful for them. And don't forget to bookmark it for later. Stay tuned for more exciting episodes by hitting that follow button. Feeling inspired to share your coconutty wisdom? Just say yes in the comments and we'll slide into your DMs. Interested in trying Kurinji FOODSTYLE's cold-pressed virgin coconut oil? Head to kurinji.com to place your order. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Kurinji FOODSTYLE's My Coconutty Wisdom. Let's catch up on our next episode and until then, have a great week. Thank you.